everybody. It's Aunty Judy and welcome to our quarantine cruise. So we're going to join in Paul's Bake Off. We're going to take you out today on a lovely trip around my kitchen, and we're going to make scones. Our cruise director is Tara.
Hi.
Right, now back to your social distancing, Tara. And just to get the cruise started, we've got a few safety requirements here. So over here on the right is everything that you need for isolation. So we've got our antibacterial wipes, we've got our antibacterial rub, there's the antiseptic soap, the paper towels, we've got vinegar, we've got methylated spirits, we've got, and the most important thing, very, very good for germs, is alcohol. So we've got lots and lots of alcohol, and I've just poured a little glass here to help me along the way. And that's why I'm so late. Lindy was expecting this very early, but I had to wait till it was at least 4:30. Normally 5, but at least 4:30. So we're going to make 3-ingredient air fryer scones. So what we need for the scones, Tara's got it all organised for me here, is we're going to put in 3 cups of self-raising flour. Now I know it's very hard for you to get self-raising flour with things the way they are, but you see, I don't have a problem because I've stolen this from Courtney, so she lives just next door to me. So we've got 3 cups of stolen self-raising flour here. So we'll pop that in the bowl. Oh gosh, I'm not very good at that, am I? So get those in there. Okay. So we've got 3 cups of that. We've got here, and I think I need a little bit of that for the board in a moment. We're going to have, now we need a cup of cream. So of course over here's the fridge, and of course these are all the places I've been, and I probably would have liked to go again, but so just have a little look at all the places you can't go now while we're all in quarantine and locked up here in Australia. And this is all the goodies ready for another couple of weeks of isolation. So there's plenty of things in there. So we might cook something else in the future. So I've got pure pouring cream, and we're going to have 250 mils of that and 250 mils of lemonade. So according to my little bit of instructions here, these are the fastest and easiest scones to make, right? 3 ingredients, the secret ingredient's the lemonade, but they won't taste lemony at all right? Less dough handling, fluffier the scones. So we've got the flour in here. Well, let's see. So we're only going to mix this batter up until the flour's almost fully incorporated, so you perhaps can still see some flour here. So another cup here of cream, and I hope you're all enjoying your isolation. I got up early this morning. I made all my COVID calls. It's a good idea to keep in touch with your friends and make sure they're doing okay. So I make COVID calls to my friends and my family, so we did all of that early. Now the other thing that I did too is you tend to get a little bit lazy when you're in isolation, so you know, you don't worry. So I got up and I put my makeup on and I put my earrings on, and of course all us girls haven't been wearing our bras, so I decided today that I really couldn't cope with the bra. And look, that's fine. I'm sure that Tara won't get too much of that in, but I will tell you, you all know Fukushima, my radioactive site here from my radiotherapy. Well, Fukushima does just fine, but I'm afraid the other side, no bra, it's heading south for the winter. So, but we won't worry about that too much. Right. Oh, lemonade time. So there you go. So we're going to do our cup of lemonade. Oh, look at that. So all I own is the cream. So the lemonade, of course, and the flour are all stolen from Courtney's, as you do. Right, so mix this around. Less mixing, they say, the better. So we'll do all of that. give that a bit of... Now, I've read a couple of different sites. The sloppier the better, they say. And also, it's you mustn't knead it too much. So, there you go. That looks like that might be okay. Now, I might put a little bit of flour on the board here. I'll just rub that out a little bit. That looks pretty easy and like what they say to do. Oh, a bit of flour still in the bottom there, but anyway, that's all right. Now, I've never made these before. They might be ghastly. If they're ghastly, you'll never see the scones again. If they're all right, I'll show you in a little while them with jam and cream, and you can all be incredibly jealous. So let's put that down there. And we'll spread it out so it's a little bit... That looks pretty good, I think. I don't know, like I like cooking, but I've never done anything like this before. My sister's Laurie, she's an absolute champion at these, so she's probably watching this and absolutely horrified at what I'm doing here. Now, I've got my little scone cutter here, and Tara and I have chosen the middle size one here. Now, what we're going to do is... Oh, now Tara, I think we're going to have to. Oh God, I've got to move the grog here. So we're going to just mustn't twist this. So what I'm going to do is I've got the rack there. I put a piece of baking paper on the rack. Now you're supposed to be socially distancing, but the scones mustn't socially distance. You have to kind of pop them together because they all help each other rise, which is really good. And by doing things like this, we all help each other get through things and we will rise again. But keep your social distancing, but don't let your scones do it, okay? So, off we go. Now, now they say not to twist this and you mustn't touch the sides. So we'll just go down like that and we'll cut that one. Oh gosh, don't know that this was a good idea, but anyway, so... That's fine. Now I've got a little spatula here to lift this onto the well, looks like Aunty Judy's stuffing this up completely, but anyway. Oh, no, there it is. Well, I think that's a scone. Okay. Oh dear. Well, this is not terribly successful, but hey, very sticky. Right. Yeah, I think we're going to dip this in the flour a little bit. The director's telling me I'm not following things properly here, so that's fine. Now we'll do our next one and see if this is a little bit more successful. Then we'll pop that on there. Put that close to that one. Oh my gosh, look, as the old saying is, we're cooking with gas now. Golly, look at us. Okay, we're 3 so far. That's one for you and me, Tara. You might let Maeve have one of those. Well, it says not to twist it, and of course I twisted it. So let's get off there, and another one on there. I don't see how these are going to end up as scones, but anyway, not to worry. We might end up having rock cakes. I'm just not sure here. Right, there's another one there. Okay. Oh, golly. So I've got 5 here. Now what I might do is, I've got a little bit more room. I've got a smaller cutter here. I might do a couple of small ones, see how they turn out. Probably not the way to do things, of course, because they'll cook differently to the others, but hey, this is just all in the cause of getting together. So there's been a few others there at Captain Cook who haven't done their things yet, so make sure you do your entry in the famous Paul's Bake Off. Gosh. Okay, so now we're going to put this into the air fryer, which is going to be incredibly interesting. So I've got 2 Aldi air fryers, so I might even get the other one started up in a minute, and we'll do some more scones with that one. So we'll pop this one in here. Da-da! And it needs to go on bake. Now, that's 180. This says 160, so and for 15 minutes. So we'll see what the time is. It says 15 minutes, so we'll put the temperature down to 160, and voila, our scones are on. Ooh. Now we've got one lot going, so we've decided to try out the new air fryer. We're going to do these on the bake with the fan, so we'll do these a little bit differently, and we'll see what happens here. Now, I'm still having terrible trouble with this mixture. I can't guarantee we're going to be having scones with jam and cream. I'm making smaller ones this time, and this time we're going to do what you're supposed to do, and we're going to glaze them with milk. So Courtney sent over the pastry brush. That's a good thing, I guess. I really feel that this is too sticky, and if these these turn out, it'll be a miracle. Your Aunty Judy can actually cook, but I must admit I used to make fabulous cakes, but I have never, ever, ever made a scone, and I might never, ever, ever make a scone again. Let's face it. Now I think Tara's chooks can have the rest of this because I've had enough of it now, and I don't know how you get a good clean side to them because that's ridiculous. Right, so now we're going to, okay, the director's trying the batter as directors do.
Not bad.
It's not bad, she says. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of milk so we can glaze these ones. And oh, of course, we've run out of the milk, as you do. So, we'll open a new milk here. Oh, and my very hard to get you a... No. Oh, I don't want you to see all the mess that I moved over there because I wanted to work over here because I'm actually a very messy person, and being in isolation for a week hasn't improved me at all, I can tell you. So, okay, we'll put a little bit of our milk in there, and we'll just glaze the top of these ones. So, how does that sound? Oh dear, yeah, off we go. So, we're going to have glazed rocks cakes here, I think. And I'll have to find something else to dollop all the cream on. So, we will pop those into the other air fryer. Now, I'm not sure what shelf I'm supposed to use in here. Position for baking is position 2, and I think that's... Oh, I think I've got it on position 2, so there you go. Now we'll turn that one's turned on, and I've got to press this little button. Oh, here it is. Oh gosh, Tara's telling me what to do here. So these ones we're going to put on the air fryer baking. I don't know what temperature we're going to do those at.
It's like an oven.
It's like an oven, she's telling me here.
Same temperature as oven.
Oh, okay. So it's got instructions in here for everything other than, oh no, baking part. So, for bake. So, I don't know how long am I going to bake the scones for in the bake or convection part. I don't know. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the air fry. I'm going to put it to 170 degrees, and I'm going to turn the air fryer part on this one on once again for about 15 minutes. Now Tara's got the light on there. She's having a little look in there. Oh my goodness, look at that! The other ones are rising. Oh, Tara, they're looking like scones.
They look like glowing lanterns in the camera.
Oh, that's fabulous. All right, we'll turn that light off there because everybody else's Aldi's lights blow up. So we'll turn that off so we don't need that. And if all else fails, I have here an apple turnover with cream that I can have with my wine. So we'll see how we go. We'll be back in a minute. Now, you might get to see these scones. I think you will, but then again, you might not. So we've each reached the end of this part of the cruise now. So I'd like to thank you all for cruising with us. I do hope you've enjoyed yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay here with us in, oh, not with us, stay there by yourself in isolation. Okay, so here we are, and I must admit our 15 minutes was up. I had a little look. They look beautiful on the top, so I turned them over for a few more minutes. These are the ones in the first lot. I don't know the other lot are doing so well in the new air fryer, but anyway, here we go. Are we ready for the great unveil? And voila, we have scones. How's that? I'm excited. So I'm going to, I'll lift those out of here. Oh dear, this is going to be interesting. So I'll lift those out of there. Now Tara and I are going to do a little experiment here. And these ones, she's been playing in the dough for ages. And I'm going to pop those in and see if the site's right in that it says if you knead it too much, they are not light and fluffy. So we'll give those 15 or so minutes, and then I'll let you know how that goes. The other ones have been in the new air fryer. I don't think they're doing as well. It's the first time I've used it, so we'll see what happens there. We'll be back and you will see a scone with jam and cream. Well, hello, I'm getting a bit frazzled now, so I'm having a little bit of wine. The second lot are done in the new air fryer, so we're going to have a little look at that. I'll be blowed if I can work the handle, so I might get a tea towel. We've tried social distancing the over-kneaded scones. We're going to see what happens with that, because why not? That's what you do here when your cruise director is social distancing and you're drinking wine and making scones. But we are going to try the fruits of my labour soon. I've got lovely blackberry jam and I've got beautiful dollop cream. These are going to be just like the ones at Watson's Bay in Dunbar House. Not. I am going to need my oven mitt, so I've got my absolutely fabulous Aunty Judy oven mitt here, and we're going to just take these out, have a little look at those. Oh, actually, you know, I don't think they're too bad. So we might take those ones out too. I think they're all right, Tara. And, oh, there's even more scones now.
And get them off the wine glass so it doesn't break.
Oh, yes. Okay, so the director's just positioning me here on the stage. Okay, now it won't be long. I'll be back. I'll probably have another wine to get over it all. I'll see you later, and I'll show you what a scone looks like with jam and cream, and I might get one of the other grandkids over. They can all socially distance themselves at the door and have a scone. Here we are again, and this is my beautiful granddaughter Maeve, and we don't actually have to self-distance too much because you know she just wants to eat it. So here you go. Here, oh no, Maeve, wait a moment. Let me get a spoon for you, darling. There you go. Off you go. Oh, and she can give us the verdict, because Maeve's a very good cook and she can tell us what she thinks.
Your friend's beeping.
That's fine. So what do you think? It tastes like a scone. It tastes like a scone. And Maeve has her very own homemade jam on her one, but there's not enough left for the rest of us. So, okay. So Maeve, it's got Maeve's stamp of approval. So there you go, Maeve. You can go and enjoy your scone on the lounge, and I am going to attempt to quenelle the cream for Tara's scone.
Have fun with that. Bye.
Okay, bye. So here we go, over here to our messy workspace, and I've watched them there on MasterChef. I've got the cream and my kitchen rule. So I think we oh God, I wasn't supposed to get bits of scone in it, but hey. So I think that you do something, no, not like that. Oh dear. Okay, so what we might do is give up on quenelling the cream. Oh my God, I think that's one. I think we might nearly give up on quenelling the cream.
Want me to tell you how to do it? They
Anyway.
do it with ice cream.
Oh, do they? So there you go. So I'm not supposed to lick the bench tops and all that sort of stuff, but here we are. Now here's Tara's. So I might just take this from her. Well, Tara, here we are. We're kind of apart here, but we've been together through isolation for a while, so that's fine. And we've got I'd like to say
wine.
cheers, everybody. Tara hasn't got wine. Oh, Tara, you could have the
Hang on.
You could have the, oh, here she is with her little pineapple
Cheers,
cup.
everyone.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you for listening to us on our, and going with us on our quarantine cruise. And now, it's sort of like the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So here we go, Tara. Let's see how we go here. Oh. Oh, yum. Fabulous.
Amazing.
Oh, they're good, aren't they? Oh. Okay, everybody, they work. They're all falling apart, so something's obviously not quite perfect. But,
Just means there's crumbs for later.
yeah. Oh, I love how you think, darling. Okay, well, we'll be back. Maeve wants us to cook cookies or something next, so who knows? Bye. Somebody else join in, for heaven's sake. Now, just as the end of our experiment, and not because we like eating scones, we actually have...
You sure?
Oh, yeah, we do. All right. Shh, don't tell everybody. So we're going to eat now the ones that were needed a bit more. Tara was playing with. They were socially isolated, but they did head back towards each other towards the end of cooking. So at the end of this isolation, we'll all get back together again. It'll be fabulous. So we're going to try these. And you know what, Tara? They're pretty damn good, aren't they? So I must say they're pretty fabulous. And look, hey,
I guess it doesn't make a difference if you need it for like an extra 10
they're
or
not as
20
fluffy.
seconds.
They're not quite as fluffy, but
They at least stay together.
they do stay together. Right, so there you go. They stay together. And these are the ones that were socially isolated. So, you know, they ended up back together. Don't worry, we'll all end up back together. And look, enjoy. Back next time with something else I can find.